The desert is known for its hot temperatures, dry climate, and its best ice arenas. We're here live at Oceanside Ice Arena to give you D2 Elite Hockey from Oceanside Arena in Tempe, Arizona. I'm Blaine McCormick, joined along by Justin Gaither. Justin, an exciting matchup today as the 25-2-0 Sun Devils go up against a battered and injured up Boston College team that has a current record of 5-13-2. What's your thoughts on today?
Well, I think the Sun Devils just got to keep doing what they've been doing all season. That's play fast and physical. That come out early, score. We've seen them get as many as 5 goals in the first period before and just sort of beat a team down to the point where there's nothing they can do about it. So I think that they got to come out strong here if they want to get the victory over a Boston College team that you can't sleep on.
And those goals have been racking up for them. Their top scorer is Ryan McNeely, as he has 62 points on the season, as he's got 20 goals and 42 assists. Opening faceoff won by the Sun Devils as we're live here at Oceanside Ice Arena. Liam Pughes behind the back blue line as he dumps it off into the zone. And Boston College is there to recover. Syrian Cleary trying to look for the open man, and he does. Boston College trying to get something going. They'll dump it off, but off the pads of Gluck. And Felbel in net for the Sun Devils. Boston College, they have number 30, Michael Pigula. Pigula has an 85 save percentage, but has a 48 goals allowed in 12 games. That's 4 goals a game. So it's going to be kind of tough for him, especially on this fast-paced ASU offense. Puck shuffled across past the blue line. Ryan Francis able to tip it into the attacking zone. West Star trying to get it, but it's tipped up by Boston College. Jacob Weisman trying to poke check away, and he does with a falling eagle. Now Boston College dumping it off into the ice. Almost hit the referee in the bucket, and they're giving him their 2 cents about that. Liam Pughes. That's West Star trying to get it across. An interception by Ryan Francis as he takes this across to the blue line, shuffling it across to West Star. Now Boston College with it. Trying to grow across, but it's poked away. And ASU recovers. Shuffled across the blue line. Up to West Star. Putting the moves on as he shoots, but it's padded off the goalie. Now Boston College trying to get something going. Tip pass there. Dan Kenzie able to disrupt that. Cole Bowden up to Casaselli. Casaselli goes across the blue line. Tries to go past 2 defenders, but he's interrupted. Now Jordan LeClaire trying to get something going. He steals the puck. Going across the blue line. He's got an open man. West Star just putting control on the puck right now. Goes for a centering pass, but nobody's there. And a shot on goal, but that's missed by number 11 for the Sun Devils, Conlon Noonan. Noonan, kind of a cool story for the Sun Devils as Zach Baer was scratched for this game for a healthy scratch. And Conlon Noonan, we haven't seen him in the lineup too much. And we have our first stoppage play as an offsides call is called. Now,
yeah, I remember a couple of games ago, Conlon Noonan picked up his first goal. He's a young guy on the team. He's sort of the future. So I think, nothing to worry about with Zach Baer. Just scratched him out of the lineup and get Noonan to start today.
Noonan, the 18-year-old out of Davis, California, trying to get in some good ice time today. As the puck shoveled across, but Felbel is able to get it out of the way. Dangerous pass for him, though. But no harm, no foul as the Sun Devils recover. Skated across the blue line. And a shot on goal, but it's deflected shot. And this off the pads of Boston College. Shuffled across, Liam Pughes dumping it off to Jace Davis. Skates us across, dumps it into the attacking zone. Now Boston College trying to get something going here as they get the interception. Skating across the blue line, David Monahan, the points leader, goes for a shot on goal, but is blocked away and covered by Felbel. Great interpretation there from the ASU goalie.
Not a great start for the Sun Devils so far. You see Boston College skating with him, hanging with him physically. Haven't really seen a sustainable attack for ASU. I think they got to get this face-off win and try and get an odd man attack into the Boston College zone to generate some offense.
Wilson Housley wins that face-off for the Sun Devils. Now shuffled over to Weisman. Dumps it up to McNeely. Skates across the red line, dumps it into the ASU zone. Ehrlich trying to get something going, but is blocked away. Board tie-up. And now the puck will skate out towards the Eagles. In with it now, Logan Lofto, who dumps it across. No icing on the play. As Preston Ames is there to cycle it around over to Jacob Weissman, who passes it up to McNeely, who finds an open man in Ehrlich. 2-on-2 opportunity for the Sun Devils. Ehrlich gets it poked away by number 20 for the Eagles. That's Stephen Bales. Bales cycles it around, but it's intercepted by Ehrlich, who goes for a centering pass, but nobody's there. And it'll skate across ice. Felbel able to dump that off to McNeely at the center. McNeely getting tied up there. Now Boston College trying to look for a centering pass, but it's interrupted by the stick of Preston Ames. Great interpretation there. McNeely, 2-on-2 opportunity. He's got Francis on his left. Now Francis has the puck, but it's dumped in, but covered up by Michael Pegula.
Need to see more of the same from the Sun Devils there. A good shift, very physical, very fast. You see West Star coming on the ice a lot of times. He's the go-to guy to change the momentum for these guys. He's been very, very big in games of late, especially in the 2-game series against U of A. He had a great performance. So watch out for this shift for the Sun Devils to get something going.
Now West Star, he's got 38 points on the season, 19 goals with 19 assists as well. He's definitely a threat for the Sun Devils as he makes an impact on that second line. Noonan dumps it off to Francis, who gives it back to West Star. Rister, but it's covered up, and that's the first goal of the game. Arizona State on top right now as West Star and Kota Engbar will dump it into the crease. A diving effort, and Arizona State giving the early score.
And just like I mentioned, that's all they needed. They needed the West Star line to come out, play fast and physical. Kota Engbar's been sort of a revelation for the Sun Devils this year. He's had a great couple games recently, and that's just picking up spare change, picking up the loose change after the goalie makes the initial save on Star's shot, and that's a great finish. Just what the Sun Devils needed, a great physical line, and now they've got the lead.
So picking up the goal on that, Kota Engbar, Francis, and Star with the assists. And a great start for the Sun Devils as that comes within the first 5 minutes of the game. Now Dan Kenzie shuffles it up to Steven Casaselli, who gets it interrupted past the blue line. Sun Devils looking for a nice controlling offense. Casaselli, it's interrupted. Puck dangles off the shoulders of the referee, but it's knocked down. Now Kenzie just dumps it into the stands and a stoppage of play, as that'll be a souvenir for a lucky fan out there.
And I don't think they're going to call delay of game, but initially I thought that's what they were going to try and call. But I think it was actually deflected on the way out, because sometimes when you clear it out of play from your own end, it can be interpreted as a delay of game penalty.
And we did see the penalty box for the Sun Devils start to open up, but nobody's in the box. We're still even here, 5-on-5 skating as a shot is sent in by number 3, Michael Gilfillan for the Eagles. Now Noonan passes it up to Engbar, but it's in the attacking zone for the Eagles. And Felbel able to cover it up and gives his 2 cents to number 10, David Monahan, as he shoved him a couple times.
Good physical shift there for LeClaire in the back behind the goal crease. I saw him getting a little physical, laying a hit on one of the Boston College forwards, and I think that's important when you're in the goal crease. Defend your goalie, because he's in there fighting for you. So it's all in good hockey right there. It's just banter in front of the goal crease.
Ames able to dump that face off on the tie-up. Jace Davis is there to deflect it, but it's controlled by the Eagles. Now Boston College trying to look for something here. There's a shot on goal, but it's going to be deflected out by the stick of Liam Hughes. Great interpretation there as Gilfillan trying to go for the blue line, but it's intercepted by Jace Davis. Passes it up to Nick Blumenfeld. Blumenfeld, another good start for him as he gets his 3rd start of the year. Off the scratch for Bear, and also Stefan Valver scratched for this game. And a shot on goal, but it's going to be deflected. Now Jace Davis trying for another slap shot, but he's going to poke it away as it was loose. Board tie up here. Sends it up to the high point for Liam Hughes, and that's a goal! Hughes off the slap shot, and Arizona State takes a 2-0 lead here at Oceanside.
Hard to miss Liam Hughes at the point, the big 6'5" presence, always the biggest guy on the ice. Great shot, great vision on the ice there for the Sun Devils. Great shift, good passing, and that leads to the finish. I think as you were talking about earlier with the scratches and the guys you don't usually see in the starting lineup starting, a lot of that might be in preparation for the tournament coming up soon, because right now the Sun Devils are a clear contender for the 1 seed. Don't want to fatigue your players too much, especially the defensemen who are in the trenches all game.
So Hughes credited with that goal. On the assist, Daniel Gowans and Aiden Ward as well. Now Arizona State taking a commanding lead here in this first period, and we're not even halfway over, folks. Now the Sun Devils trying to get another good offensive start. As Preston Ames is shoved to the ice over by the ASU bench. And that'll be a cover for Felbel.
Both teams playing physical right now. You can sort of see Boston College starting to get a little bit aggravated. I believe that was Lofto for the Eagles, tangled up with Preston Ames right around the Sun Devil bench. You always got to be careful in that area. You don't know what anyone's going to yell at you.
It is known that these Sun Devils can be a little chippy at times, but they look out for each other.
Absolutely.
Wilson Housley on the faceoff, losing that one to the Eagles. And now Boston College trying to get something going, but Logan Lofto is tripped up on the ice. Weissman with the puck now. Gets interrupted there and on the boards. Still has control of it, though, and sends it to his mate. Up to Ryan McNeely, looking for an open man, but takes it himself. Rebound off the boards. Wilson Housley's right there. He'll cycle it over, but it's going to be picked up by Boston College. Stretch pass over to the center, but it's off the stick. Felbel shove it out to Preston Ames, who cycles behind the boards to Jacob Weissman. Weissman scanning it across the first blue line and dumps it up, but it's going to hit the ceiling here at Oceanside. A low ceiling for this arena as many pucks go flying into the rooftop, and we see many stoppages of play off deflections of sticks, deflections off goalies and such.
Didn't know if that one was going to go through. That one had some zip on it, I'll tell you something. Looked like you did that one on purpose. I don't know why you would, but definitely a low roof. We see a lot of stoppages coming from that, hitting the lights and whatnot.
So Kota Engbar able to win that faceoff for the Sun Devils as he dumps it off into the ASU attacking zone. Engbar again trying to stick lift of Boston College, and he does so. Gets control of the puck, looking for West Starr. Gets tied up, but finds Dan Kenzie. Over to Starr. Starr getting tied up behind the boards. He's able to cycle that one off the pass. Now Ryan Francis, the captain for this Sun Devil squadron. Dumps it off to Engbar, who looks for a centering pass, but it's blocked down. Engbar trying for a last-minute effort, but now it's controlled by Boston College. West Starr gets it behind the blue line and dumps it into the zone. Pagula coming out of the net and cycles it up to his fellow mates. Now the Eagles in control. Over for the centering pass, but it's deflected off. Now Boston College trying to get something going, but it's going to be interrupted by the Sun Devils. Casaselli going for a stretch patch up to Leclerc. Looking for Casaselli, who takes a shot, but is rebounded. Now Jace Davis dumping it into the attacking zone. Now Boston College trying to get something going here. Jordan Leclerc able to tip that one off the skate. Liam Hughes behind the blue line and just dumps it in. Now for the Eagles, number 22 trying to get that. That's Peter Hamlin. Hamlin stretches it up, but it's interrupted at the blue line. Davis takes control of the puck, and now it just stalls. And a good between the legs deke, but it's a one-on-two opportunity for John Randall, who sends it up, but it goes high of the boards, and we'll get a stoppage of play. It goes above the glass.
I think what we're seeing right now is what we typically see when the Sun Devils are overmatched, as they have been so many times this season. They're just faster. They're all around faster. We don't even see McNeely out there, especially early on in this game, but we just see the other guys stepping up. West Starr, Steven Casaselli. They're very, very quick compared to this Boston College team, and it's showing as they're fatigued.
We're about halfway done with this first period as we got about 10 minutes to go. 8 shots on goal for the Sun Devils, is 5 for the Eagles of Boston College. Now Preston Ames sending it to the center, but it's deflected. Eagles trying to look for something here. They'll stretch it up. Behind the blue line. I'm surprised an offsides call wasn't on that one. Now the Eagles trying to get control of it. Shuffles it over, but Preston Ames over there to tip it off. Now sending it in past the blue line, but it's blocked down by Bobby Halley. Weissman sends it over to Preston Ames. Takes it off the skate. Looking for an open man, but takes it in front of his goalie. Dangerous move for him. Now the Sun Devils trying to get control of it once again. And they're going to get a line change. 2 forwards come on for the Sun Devils as Preston Ames takes it in the defensive circle. Stretch pass off to Austin Ehrlich, but it's deflected off the stick. Ryan McNeely trying to go behind the net. Take control of the puck, and it's centered. And a shot on goal, but it's off the crossbar as he's able to just get that off. Ryan McNeely trying to go for that board pickup, but he's tied up. And now a delayed penalty will come on Boston College as an interference call.
I think that speaks to McNeely's ability there, is the fact that it's so hard to hang with him that it causes teams to take penalties like a tripping, interference, hooking, and as we saw there, that was the case in the corner, as you just can't contest with his speed and stick skills. So you have to resort to taking a penalty like that, which is now going to hurt them even more, as Arizona State has one of the most effective power plays in the country this season, and they've got their best line out there for it.
So the first power play for the Sun Devils today, going to the sin bin, is Thomas Fitzgibbons for the Eagles, as he'll get a 2-minute minor for interference. Wilson Housley with the slap shot, but it's off the goalie's pads. Now ASU trying to convert on this power play, but it's going to be killed off by the Eagles. McNeely right there to recover it. Skates behind his neck. Just twirling around. Now sends it up to Jace Davis, who goes across the blue line. Davis looking for McNeely, who dumps it off the boards. Now Ehrlich looking for an open man, and he finds one in Housley. Housley back to Ehrlich. Up to the high point with Davis. McNeely with the puck. They're just going on slow tempo. A shot on goal there, but it's deflected. Davis behind the net to Liam Hughes, but it tips off his stick. Housley. Puck interrupted, goes to Hughes, and it's a slap shot by Ehrlich, but it's deflected off the goalie's pads. Hughes with it, stretches it up to Ryan McNeely. Goes for the shot, but it's blocked away. Now McNeely with the puck again, sends it up to Housley. McNeely with the puck. And a wrister there, but he whiffed on it as the captain for this Boston College squad, number 27, Graham Soman, able to block it away. Now a new line for the Sun Devils out there, as well as for the Eagles on the kill. Ryan Francis now with the puck. Dumps it off behind the blue line. Trying to look for Dakota Engbar, who pokes it away. Now a board tie up here as there's 3 Sun Devils against 1 Boston College Eagle. Stephen Bales on the boards for the Eagles. West Star trying to find an open man in Ryan Francis, but it's off the other side of the stick. Preston Ames has to skate behind the blue line to recover. Now stretch pass up to Ryan Francis. 4 seconds left on this power play opportunity. ASU's got to get a shot on goal. And that'll be the first power kill of the day for the Eagles. ASU still with possession. Now controlled by the Eagles, cycling around to his man. It's Michael Gilfillan with the puck right now. Gilfillan trying to find an open man, and he does. Stretched up, but it's intercepted by Jacob Weissman. Preston Ames still with the puck. Stretch pass up to West Star, who puts the moves on. Trying for a shot, but it's blocked away by the pad of number 20, Stephen Bales. Bales now cycles it across the board, but Jacob Weissman's there to intercept it. Centering pass, but it's blocked away. Weissman trying to get something going as he falls to the ice. Now Jordan LeClaire goes to Weissman. Now point pass up there to Preston Ames, but it goes behind the blue line. Now Preston Ames skates across, goes for the wrister, but it's off the pads. He goes for another rebound shot, but a cover-up by the Eagle goalie, Michael Pigula.
While they didn't score on that shift, a great one by the Sun Devils, including the power play. The most important part about any effective power play is setting up that umbrella. You have one guy behind the net to collect all the loose change. You got a couple guys surrounding the point, just passing it back and forth, looking for an open lane. They look good at the start, but Boston College, you got to give them credit. Their goalie made saves when he had to, and they got the big clears when they needed to.
ASU wins that face-off. As Jordan LeClaire trying to get something going for the Sun Devils. Goes behind the net. John Randall there to pick it up. Now up to the point. Dan Kenzie cycles it back to John Randall. LeClaire trying to get something going, but it's intercepted by Boston College. Now with the puck, Cole Bowden dumps it off into the attacking zone as he falls to the ice. Now Dan Kenzie tying him up on the boards there, trying to get something going. And the Sun Devils will get this puck as it goes behind the blue line. Now Boston College cycles it around the boards. Kenzie goes back to Noonan. Noonan trying to get something going here as he has an aggressive floor check, and he's tied up with number 29 for the Eagles, Cole Bowden. A little bit of a scrap there, but nothing coming of it. Casaselli skates across the blue line, dumps it off, shot our goal and score! Number 12, Daniel Gowans with the high wrister as he goes top shelf where mama puts the cookies to dry.
I'll tell you what, that was something special, that play right there. Set up a little dump-off pass behind, and then a nice finish there. As you mentioned, that is where mama lets the cookies dry because that's the most effective place. You got the high altitude, best place to let the cookies dry. I agree 100%, Blaine.
So 5 minutes to go in the first period, and ASU just dominating on possession and shot-wise as they take a 3-0 lead here. 14 shots on goal for the Sun Devils compared to just 8 for Boston College. And ASU wins another face-off at center ice. Dumps it off into the attacking zone. Gowan's there trying to get something going for him. Now a board tie-up. Boston College winning that one. Now Boston College trying to develop something, but it's intercepted by Liam Hughes. Hughes taking it across, dekes out 2 defenders. Now dumps it off to Jace Davis. Fakes the shot, goes into the center. Wrister! But it's too high for the net. Now Boston College trying to get something going. Skates across the blue line. Shot on goal, but is caught by Lucas Felbel.
Yeah, that shot's not going to work too often on Felbel, one of the top goalies in the ACHA currently. And as you see there, Boston College has to resort to just taking shots from the point essentially because they can't get any offense generated within in the slot area or cycling the puck around, what have you.
ASU gets the face-off win. Austin Ehrlich stretches up to center ice for Ryan McNeely. McNeely dekes, dangles, goes for the shot, but it's too high for the net. And now a centering pass, but it's covered up by Pigula.
They don't call him McDangles for nothing. Those moves are nice. He makes those 3 defenders look like they're still playing Pee-wee hockey as McNeely, some of the best stick control I have ever seen at the ACHA level.
McNeely always a threat for the Sun Devils. He's got 20 goals this season, and we'll just see him rack it up as the season goes on. Housley wins that faceoff for the Sun Devils, but it's behind the blue line. Now Jacob Weissman skates across, looks for McNeely. He's got opportunity here as he finds Austin Ehrlich. Ehrlich going for the centering pass, but it's blocked away by the pads of Pigula. Now McNeely trying to get something going, but it's go behind the blue line. Preston Ames connects back to Weissman. Weissman goes to his defenseman. Then skated across center ice. Going for the stretch pass, but it's intercepted. Now Boston College with an opportunity here as he just slaps it across into the defensive zone. Graham Solman trying to get something going, and it's going to be interrupted. Graham Solman with the puck right now. Goes for the shot, but it's blocked off Felbel. Now Preston Ames able to clear that one out for the Sun Devils. Off the stick and into the defensive zone. Weissman behind his own net. So he stretches up, and we're going to get a whistle here as a stoppage of play.
I think we might have a penalty on Boston College. I can't exactly tell what they're signaling.
Seems as though maybe they had too many men on the ice at once. They were trying to get that line change, but just a miscommunication by the Eagles. But nonetheless, 5-on-5 skating here to finish out the period. 3 minutes left in the first period. Once again, Arizona State with a 3-0 commanding lead. I'm Blaine McCormick, joined along by Justin Gaither, and you're watching the Walter Cronkite Sports Network presentation of D2 Elite Hockey. Now Boston College trying to get something going. Ian Adler out there. The forward who's got 5 points on the season, trying to go for the shot, but is blocked down by Dan Kenzie. Ryan Francis with the puck right now. Goes up, and Noonan dekes across, and it's in the ASU attacking zone. Noonan with a good hit on the boards there. Now Boston College trying to get something going. Peter Hamling goes up and finds fellow forward. Shot on goal, but Felbel is able to clear it out. As Jordan Leclerc takes a bump there on the boards, and he's tied up with Ian Adler. Centering up to center ice, but not enough stick room for Jordan Leclerc to get it. So he gets another hit. Jace Davis with the puck right now at center ice. Goes to Steven Casaselli as he takes a bump there. Now Boston College trying to get something going in their own defensive zone. We'll get a whistle here. Jace Davis slow to get up as he took a massive hit at center ice, delivered by Anthony Modica.
Just a little collision there. You see two guys bump into each other, and Davis still down. Maybe something with his hip. A definite lower body injury as he can't get up.
And he's frustrated there as he took a big bump and getting helped off the ice. About 1:50 to go in this first period. You never want to see that. Well, we hope he's okay. Delivers off the bench.
We may see in the coming shifts ASU with their eyes fixated on number 25 of Boston College, Anthony Modica, as he was the one that laid the hit on Davis. A lot of the teammates not too pleased with it, as it was away from the puck, no penalty called. Keep your eye out on that. Number 25, he is on the ice right now.
And Modica, 6 foot, 200-pound forward for him, and he's got 14 points on the season with 7 goals and 7 assists as well. And a big loss for the Sun Devils as Jace Davis skates off the ice as he's got 22 points on the season. And he's one of those guys who's got a good eye as he has 18 assists as well. So we hope he's okay. Never like to see that from your home squad, but it happens in hockey. Nonetheless, we're still underway here. Live action here at Oceanside Ice Arena as Liam Pugh skates behind his own net and getting badgered there by Boston College's number 15, Bradley Bowers. Boston with a shot on goal, but it's off the pads of Felbel as that goes off his chest. And now dumped across to the center ice. Steven Casaselli trying to get something going as Liam Pugh is there for the recovery. Pugh's going across as he goes down to the ice, and that's another hit delivered by Anthony Modica as he just skated into the boards there, and that's going to be a penalty on Boston College.
We're going to get a boarding call here. You saw that was Modica. Pugh's some choice words for him, as it's tough to bring down 6'5" Liam Pugh, so it automatically you might assume that there was some foul play involved when number 3 goes to the ice. I thought initially that might be a tripping call as they looked like they got tangled. But upon further review, it did look like he may have thrown him into the boards, which is a classic boarding call here. So another power play for the Sun Devils. They'll have about a minute in this period and then a minute to start out the second.
McNeely going for the shot on goal, but it's deflected off the pads of Pigula. And now Austin Ehrlich tries to find Jacob Weissman at the point. Delivers it up to McNeely. Quick pass over to Austin Ehrlich. Shuffling the puck around. Ehrlich goes for the shot on goal, but it's deflected off the pads of Pigula. Weissman goes for the shot, but it's deflected off the pads once again. And now Weissman at the high point goes behind the blue line. And now Housley in the center, but it's delivered up back up to the point for Weissman. Weissman still with the puck. Goes over to McNeely at the high point. Goes off the boards to Housley. So they're getting some good rotation on this power play. Weissman going over to Housley. Now Weissman with the puck again as he takes a shot, but it's off the boards as it was just wide of the goal. And a good clear there by Boston College as the first period comes to an end. As McNeely delivers one final slap shot to get a goal, but he's not going to be able to find it as it deflects off the pads of Pigula. Well, first period in the books, 3-0 the score right now. And entering the second period, they're going to have a 1-minute power play opportunity. Justin, what does ASU need to do in order to increase this lead on the power play?
Well, I think they got to come out and keep that umbrella how it's been. It's been very effective so far. You see Housley to Wiseman, back down to Ehrlich. And you got Pugh screening in front. That's going to generate some shots on goal, and that's how you get goals off the power play. They got to keep that going. I think they can easily score in the 59 seconds remaining on the power play. Boston College doing a pretty good job on the penalty kill, not giving them any open spots. But I do think that if ASU continues that pressure that they generated towards the end, that they'll be able to put one home.
Well, 3-0 is the score right now, as we'll take a short break, but stay tuned for an intermission report featuring Jack Scroggin and Justin Gaither. And you're watching the Walter Cronkite Sports Network.
Welcome inside Oceanside Ice Arena. Jackson Scroggin alongside Justin Gaither, our color commentator for tonight's game. Through one period, we have 3 ASU goals. Is it the aggressiveness, the speed, or the strategy they're coming at Boston College with?
I think it's a mixture of everything. They're playing great offense. They're very aggressive on the forecheck, not allowing Boston College to really generate anything. They're just faster than Boston College. Physicality, I'll give Boston College a pass. They've had a couple big hits. You saw there Jace Davis get injured towards the end. That's physicality that Boston College is bringing to the table, but it's really not enough for them to counter this very potent ASU offense. So I think it's kind of a mixture of everything. Felble's playing great, but overall just a great performance.
And with Stefan Valvor and Ryan Francis taking the night off, we've already seen a nice slap shot out of Liam Hughes, then Gallons off the beautiful pass from Casaselli. Who can we expect to see in the second and third period looking forward at future ASU teams?
Well, Conlon Noonan, and I think he's one of the guys you got to keep an eye out for. He's had a pretty good season in the time that he's had. He hasn't had too many starts this year, but he's one of the more effective defensemen to come off the bench. So I'd keep an eye out for Conlon Noonan. We saw he got his first goal earlier in the year. I'd look for him maybe pick up another point or two tonight.
All right, we'll stay in tune. Bladen McCormick and Justin Gaither will be on the call for the rest of the game. Jackson Scroggin here for the intermission report.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Walter Cronkite Sports Network, where we are delivering you a matinee special of Sun Devil D2 Elite Hockey. I'm Blaine McCormick, joined along by Justin Gaither. Now, Justin, Sun Devils are on a power play right now. They got a minute left on it. What do they need to do to convert on a goal right meow?
Well, I think meow, it's important for them to just sort of focus on passing the puck around and generating some good attack, because last period, that's mainly what they did to generate that attack. So they just got to keep that up, keep passing it. They'll get an open shot. You got Liam Hughes, Austin Ehrlich, McNeely, Housley, and Kenzie on the ice, all potent goal scorers when the time comes.
And I think the story for Boston College right now, they're just thinking in their heads, are you kidding me? Down 3-0. I don't know how they're going to recover from this, but let's see what this period brings as ASU wins that opening faceoff. Ryan McNeely is going to be shoved down to the ice as he gets the puck across, but intercepted right back by Dan Kenzie. Kenzie looking for an open man, and he finds one at McNeely. Delivers it up to Ehrlich, but it's intercepted by Boston College's Carrion Cleary. McNeely now. His stretch pass goes across the blue line. And it's tipped up, but Austin Ehrlich there to recover. Shuffles left and right. Liam Hughes trying to go for the centering pass, but it's deflected off the Boston College defenseman's stick. Now an opportunity for the Eagles, but it's going to go across as Dan Kenzie's there to recover it. Now McNeely trying to find an open man. 3 seconds left on the power play, and Boston College is going to get their second power kill of the night. And now Felbel just gloving that one, and he'll keep it.
Not a great power play for ASU to start out the period. They looked a little slow. I mean, Boston College might have, they had more shots on that half of the power play than ASU did. So ASU's got to really get their heads on straight here and start playing smart hockey, because they had a couple lazy turnovers and gave Boston College some opportunities that if they were at even strength, they might have been able to do something with.
Adjustment is the name of the game as Coda Engbar is in the circle for the Sun Devils as he wins that faceoff, but it's a shot on goal for the Eagles as deflected off the pads of Felbel. Now Boston College trying to develop something here, but Jacob Weissman's there to take it away. Cycles it across the board. Ryan Francis with the puck now. Francis delivers it to Jacob Weissman, who's going to shove an Eagle up to the boards. Now ASU trying to get it out of their defensive zone. There's a slap shot here, but it's deflected off the pads of Felbel. That slap shot was delivered by Stephen Bales, the defenseman for the Eagles. Now Arizona State just trying to get that puck across the blue line. Shot on goal, but it's deflected off the pads of Felbel.
It's a great save. Absolutely great save. ASU's defense really let Felbel down there. I mean, if I'm Felbel, I'd say you got to be kidding me. You can't let them have the slot like that and just be able to take a shot. But a great save. He really bailed out his defense there. Can't say enough about the way he's played in this first period and 2 minutes. Boston College, though, they're looking very revitalized and very energetic, so ASU's got to do something to change that.
Garrett Eversole on the faceoff for Arizona State, as they'll win that one. Skating across and delivers it behind the blue line. Now Jordan LeClaire with the puck right now. Finds an open man, but it's tipped off the stick of Steven Casaselli, and there's going to be a cover here by Pigula for the stoppage of play.
If I'm ASU right now, I'm taking advantage of this offensive zone faceoff, try and generate something. Maybe center the puck, let Hughes take a shot, generate some traffic in front, make it tough for the goalie to see, perhaps get a goal to change the momentum back going in their favor.
Now John Randall on the faceoff. See, gets that one out to the blue line for Liam Hughes, who boards it off. Randall now behind the net. Tries to get it across, and Jordan LeClaire is there to help him. Randall tripped up on the ice as he falls down. Now Boston College in control. Randall behind the net looking for an open man in the center, but nobody's there. Conlon Noonan goes for a stretch pass up to center ice. 2-on-2 opportunity. Casaselli with a shot, but it's wide of the net. Now Casaselli recovers it. Delivers it up to Liam Hughes, but it's tipped behind the blue line. Sending it in, but it's intercepted by Anthony Madica. Now Hughes with it. Goes in front of his net, looking for an open man, and he finds one. Off the boards, but it's intercepted by Boston College. Felbel out of the net as he just pauses that one, and a bump behind the net. Dangerous opportunity there for the Sun Devils. But Felbel will cover the puck after a quick shot, but it's off his chest and into the glove.
And you hear yelling from the Sun Devils bench, "Wake up, White." I think that's well put. These guys look like they're sleepwalking out there. They're not paying attention. They're getting turned around by pucks. Boston College out-skating them, as opposed to in the first period when they were out-skating Boston College and running all over them.
Arizona State going to take control of that face-off. Now Jacob Wiseman sends it up to his fellow defenseman, Preston Ames. Now Boston College getting numbers on number 21 for the Sun Devils, Nick Blumenfeld, as Boston College now has a 2-on-2 opportunity. But they're going to pause play here as they're going to get a substitute on. Now on for the Eagles. Number 23 for him, Kevin Flynn. Flynn trying to get the puck around, and he does so. Sends it up to his man, Syrian Cleary, a captain for this Eagles squad. Felbel out of the net. Dangerous play for him as he's having the open net vulnerable. Now behind the blue line as they just send it in, but it's tipped off the stick of Blumenfeld and into the ceiling here at Oceanside.
That's the line of guys who aren't the typical starters for as far as forwards go. You had Blumenfeld on that line. You had Conlon Noonan and Aiden Ward, a guy who we haven't seen too much. We do know, however, Aiden Ward, we got a Sun Devil profile on him. Models his play after Ralph Cox from the movie Miracle.
His favorite NHL team is the San Jose Sharks, as well as his major is Industrial Design. So definitely look for him. He's one of the threats out there. He's already got an assist in this game. And he hasn't seen too much ice time, but he's definitely one of those players that can create some offense for you. Austin Ulick sends it up to Wilson Housley, who tries to deliver it behind the legs, but is tipped behind the blue line. Now Boston College has some numbers here, but it's interrupted on a good poke check there by Ryan McNeely. Wiseman with the stretch pass up to Austin Ehrlich. Sends it behind him for McNeely. Back to Ehrlich with a shot on goal, but it's deflected off the body of Bales. Good block there by the Eagles and a huge momentum change for them. Now Wiseman trying to get something going, and he does as he takes a huge bump behind the net as he is just flattened to the ice. Delivered there by Code Bowden. This Eagles team playing with some chippiness now. Puck's at center ice with McNeely. Goes behind the blue line looking for Austin Ehrlich, but it's deflected off the stick of a Eagles defenseman. Now Eagles with a shot on goal, but it's deflected off the stick of Coda Engbar. Now a board tie-up. Austin Ehrlich able to get the puck out. Ryan McNeely, 2-on-2 opportunity for him. McNeely with the puck right now. Goes for the open pass, but it's deflected, and he whiffs on it. Good opportunity there for Coda Engbar, the Boulder, Colorado native, and not able to get the puck into the net there. Now a chip for the Eagles as they'll take a no icing call on this one. Surprising there. Liam Hughes delivers it up to West Star. Now a good centering pass. Goes for the goalie, but he's going to get bumped up there as number 55, Robert Malinci, is able to interrupt play. Ryan Francis with the puck. Goes behind the net and dekes around. Now West Star getting boarded up. Star, but it's going to be broken up as he has some extra words for him. Ryan Francis with the centering pass, but it's blocked away. Liam Hughes able to recover the puck at center ice, who delivers it into the attacking zone. Now Boston College trying to get something developed, but it won't go. Jace Davis out there again for the Sun Devils. Good to see him back out on the ice as he took a huge centering hit earlier in the first period and skated off the ice pretty hurt. Now ASU trying to get something developed here. Liam Hughes sends it up to Steven Casaselli. Casaselli down to the corner, takes a bump, and trying to get the puck out of there. And the puck goes behind the blue line, chipped in by Dan Kensby, the captain for the Sun Devil squad. Now Boston College trying to get something going here as John Randall intercepts that pass. Randall with a centering pass over to West Star, but he's able to get it blocked away. Conlon Noonan up at the point. Noonan gets the puck, but it's deflected off his shoulder. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Eagles. There's a shot on goal, but it's high at the net, delivered there by number 18 for the Eagles, Nick Owens-Thomas. Kenzie catches that one and delivers it back to the ice. And a fake slap shot here by Randall. It's going to go behind the net. Casaselli gets the puck in the corner, delivers it up to Kenzie, who cycles it back down. Line change here for the Sun Devils. Aiden Ward out there with Preston Ames and Daniel Gowans. Some fresh skates out there for the Sun Devils. Conlon Noonan delivers the puck behind the net. Now for the Sun Devils, Aaron Burden out there. Burden takes a shot off the pads and the net moves, but the whistle won't blow. And now it does as they notice it late.
Pretty back and forth shift there, physicality-wise and actual possession-wise. Both teams with a couple shots. Boston College, they got to get a couple more shots actually on net. But if you look at the shots right now, 19-17, they're really starting to claw back as they already have 5 this period. Sun Devils have only generated 1. They've had multiple opportunities. Some of them have just been missed, though. They got to start taking advantage.
Score still 3-0 in favor of the Sun Devils as we have about 12.25 minutes here left in the second period. Now Boston College chips it up into the roof, and it'll cause a stoppage of play.
And I don't think they're going to call delay a game. They're not going to. Sometimes those are called. That one will be let go, and we'll have just another offensive zone faceoff for Arizona State.
Burden in on the faceoff for the Sun Devils. Hasn't got too much ice time this season, but good to see him out there. Another young guy for the Sun Devils as he'll lose that faceoff. Stephen Bales with the puck right now, sends it up to the center, but Aiden Ward able to interrupt it. Now Daniel Gowans for the Sun Devils looking for something to go as he's tied up by a defender. Now Preston Ames with a good hip check there. Pigula skates out of the net. Now Boston College will take possession. Fresh skates out there for the Sun Devils as Ryan McNeely and Austin Ehrlich out there once again, that dynamic duo. Now the Sun Devils getting tied up and delivered into the Boston College bench. Good scrum there. But Preston Ames able to come up with the puck. Pucks delivers a stretch pass. And now Austin Ehrlich takes a bump off the boards, but he's able to recover. Austin Ehrlich with a shot, but is blocked away by the chest of Pigula. Housley looking for an open man. He finds Jacob Weissman at the high point with a slap shot, but is blocked away by the defense or the forward for the Eagles, Alan Taylor, another captain who has 13 points on the season. McNeely, opportunity for him as he finds Ehrlich in the center with a shot on goal, but it's covered up by Pigula. They hit him in the chest and a nice basket catch there by the glove.
You mentioned the block by Alan Taylor. Looked to be slightly shaken up after blocking that one. You know, you always tip your cap to a guy who will lay it all out there for his teammates like that. That was a good block, but I think that one did catch him, and he sort of limped off the ice. I don't know exactly what they're addressing, but in discussions with the Boston College coach over here at the bench, delaying this face-off.
Well, the referees will conference with Boston College coach, but they're going to break it up. And now Wilson Housley in on the face-off for the Sun Devils. In for the Eagles is number 16, Bryce Turtelot. Boston College will win that face-off as the puck is delivered up to Peter Hamling. Hamling out there. And Liam Pugh's able to interrupt play as Austin Ehrlich is going to get that puck. Now McNeely gets it off the skate. 3-on-2 opportunity for him there as Housley can't connect with the stick. And it's going to be cycled around behind the net. Housley looking for an open man, dumps it behind him and finds McNeely at the slot corner. Now Boston College will clear it out behind the blue line. No icing on the call. Hughes gives it over to Jace Davis. Davis with a stretch pass off to Dakota Engbar, but is tipped away by the Eagles' Graham Solman. Engbar with the puck right now. He's covered up. Finds West Star, but it goes off the post. Now Ryan Francis with a shot, but is blocked away by the leg pad of Pigula. Engbar in behind the net. West Star able to poke it out there, and he'll recover. It's going to be brought up here by the Eagles, Blake Zapalski. And we're going to get a whistle here. It's offsides, it's the call.
Much better shift there for the Sun Devils. West Star, he's a real game changer for them. That's why he's an alternate captain, no doubt. But a great, very aggressive shift. They're always just fighting to put pucks on net. You know, So it's just those kinds of shifts are the ones that you look for when you're up 3-0, but you really don't have the momentum going your way this period.
And we saw in the first period 3 quick goals from the Sun Devils. No score here so far in the second period, as ASU is going to dump it off into their attacking zone. They're going to cover it, but it's behind the blue line. And now a big board tie-up as Dan Kenzie's down there on the ice, getting held to the ice there by number 19 for Boston, Thomas Fitzgibbons. ASU able to recover. West Star out there. He's got open numbers, so there's a wrist shot here, but it's gloved by Pigula as Dan Kenzie tried to send it in, but it's going to be a stoppage of play.
Good vision by Star there to find the open man, take that shot, generating attack. They've got a couple shots recently, 3 on the last 2 shifts. They got to keep that up if they want to put one behind the net. It's not usual to see 22 shots and only 3 goals for ASU. Typically at 22, they've got 4 or 5 goals at this point.
And Pigula is one of those goalies that can be vulnerable. He's only got an 85 save percentage, and he's allowed 48 goals on the season. That's a total of average of about 4 goals per game. So he's definitely vulnerable, and we've seen that today as ASU still has that 3-0 commanding lead. Now Boston College will win that face-off. So it's controlled behind the net, but Steven Casaselli able to badger him up there. Now Boston College just sending it out. An icing signal is up, and it'll be called. Face-off going back into the ASU attacking zone.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about the goalie and how he's not had a great season so far, but that's just the thing about being a goalie. One night things could go your way, one night things could go everything against you. And today he's played well. I think that this has been one of the games where most things have been within his control, and when given the opportunity to make saves, he's done just that.
And he does have 14 saves with 17 shots on goal, and he's able to recover the puck really well. We haven't seen too many rebounds off of him. There hasn't been any rebound goals. They've just been really accurate shots by the Sun Devils. As we get a puck up here, a souvenir for the press box. Woo! That almost took off our arms, Justin?
Yeah, I'll tell you something. My reaction was almost to reach out and grab that, but then I realized that might knock my hand clear off.
And our director here, Troy Tauscher, just excited by that one. He almost took a puck to the nose there.
Lucky they didn't take out any of the expensive equipment we have up here, but shout out to the Boston College for just keeping us live and on our feet.
Well, a good adrenaline rush up here for us, but we're okay, so we're going to still broadcast this game for you as no injuries up here. Now for the Sun Devils. They're going to control it up in their defensive zone as it's cycled around, trying to find Jordan LeClaire, but it's off the stick. And now Steven Casaselli trying to get numbers up as he'll take a wrister, but it's deflected off the boards. Jacob Weissman trying to get something going, but the puck will fly into the bench of Arizona State.
Pucks are flying everywhere, folks. Might want to bring your helmet out to Oceanside Arena for the next game. Maybe bring your glove, as they do at the baseball stadiums. Might catch a foul ball, might catch a foul puck, as it were, here in the catacombs of Oceanside.
Glove, caught, 2 down.
We got 2.
Boston College able to win that face-off as they're going to cycle it across the board, but Liam Hughes is up there to intercept it. A bit of a high stick from Michael Gilfillan, and a whistle will be called on the high stick.
And then we're going to have a face-off in the offensive zone for ASU. It's important for them to try and generate some attack here. They've not really been able to finish this period. And in order to protect the lead, they say the most dangerous lead in hockey is a 3-goal lead. So I think it's important for them to build on it, and an offensive zone face-off here is a good opportunity for that.
8 minutes to go here in the second period. And good action here from Oceanside Arena as we've seen just about everything. Goals scored, bumps and bruises, and even a few injuries on the ice as well, but nobody's out today. Liam Hughes. He's bumped into the Boston College bench, and a whistle will be called here.
Can't keep to control the pucks tonight. They're flying all over the place. We've seen a couple up into the roof in the rafters area, a couple into the stands, and obviously we mentioned the one that almost took off our heads. That's the risk you take when you come to a hockey game.
Now Arizona State developing play here as Jace Davis is going to get a stretch pass up to number 21 for the Sun Devils, Nick Blumenfeld. Blumenfeld takes a bit of a bump there. Arizona State able to control it. Boston College now with possession. Tries to go for the stretch pass, but Jace Davis is there to interrupt it. Davis behind his own net, cycles around, puts on the moves there as the Boston College defenseman loses his stick. Trying to get that poke check in. Now a good centering pass for the Eagles, but it's deflected off the stick of Liam Hughes as he's able to interrupt play. Good numbers here for the Eagles as the one-timer goes off the stick. And now Arizona State going to have possession. Ryan McNeely putting the moves on, skates across the blue line, but it's going to be called offsides there. A little bit of a controversial call there.
Looked like the puck might have been along the blue line, but I think McNeely might have accidentally pulled it back with him as he sort of stutter-stepped. But I agree with you in that I think that one could have gone either way. But at the end of the day, it's just another face-off, and the Sun Devils haven't had too many issues winning face-offs, I say, as they lose one.
Well, that's okay, as there's going to be a trip up here. Some slick ice right there. Wilson Housley trying to get the shot off, but it's going to be deflected by a Eagle defenseman. Now Austin Ehrlich with the puck at center ice. Dumps it off into the attacking zone. Boston College there to recover. Cycles it up to Brendan Flynn. Flynn trying for the stretch pass. Weak pass there. And now Noonan takes a monster hit by the Boston College bench, but he's still up, and he's still good. Daniel Kenzie cycles it around. Now it's going to be behind the Boston College net. Trying to get something going there as they chip that up to center ice, but Kenzie's right there, and he delivers it again into the zone. West Star trying to cause some defensive struggles. Now icing will be signaled, and it'll be called here. Face-off going into the ASU attacking zone. It's
not the best way to approach things when you're down 3-0, trying to get something going. Taking these icing calls, we've seen a handful in the past couple shifts for Boston College. If you want to start generating attack, they've got to try and get past that red line before they're dumping it in. Otherwise, they're just going to keep taking icing calls, keep shooting themselves in the foot, and have to take these defensive zone face-offs.
Arizona State able to win that face-off as a quick slap shot there by Zach Bayer, and he's going to get interrupted. Now, a big hit there delivered. Wilson Housley with a slap shot. Now a centering one for Dakota Engbar, and it's going to get off. And now a whistle will be called here.
A little bit of chaos in front of the net there. That puck was sort of wobbling like a knuckle puck, they say. Sometimes those are the scariest ones for goalies. You don't know where they're going when they're bouncing around like that. You sort of dive into a splitted pigula there. But all is well for the Boston College Eagles. They're playing pretty solid, I'd say, considering they've played a lot in their defensive zone this period.
John Randall in for the faceoff. He'll lose that one to the Eagles. Now Boston College trying to get something developed here. Skates across the centering line, but interrupted by Arizona State. A little bit of a boarding call. Open shot opportunity for the Eagles, and they send it in, but it's going to be recovered by Lucas Felbel. What a save off a good slap shot there from Syrian Cleary, the defenseman for the Eagles.
Great game so far for Felbel. He's seen the puck very well, made a couple glove saves, used his body well, his positioning well. He's reading the ice very well so far this game. And he's just got to keep that up, because I wouldn't want to be a Boston College forward right now.
Now good opportunity for the Sun Devils, but they're going to get it interrupted at center ice. Felbel out of net. He's going to drag it along, trying to find a fellow mate, but it's going to get it interrupted. Steven Casaselli now with a stretch pass up to center ice, but it's recovered up there by Cleary. Cleary loses it at the blue line, but he's able to recover it in the corner. Sends it up. Now Boston College trying to get something going here. Anthony Monica trying to get a shot on goal, but he's deflected off the stick of Preston Ames. Randall delivers a bump to Cleary on the boards. Now Preston Ames out there takes a bump. Now Michael Gilfillan passes it up to Cleary. Boston College skates across the blue line. And it's poked away by Randall, but he's going to try and go for the centering pass. It's interrupted and poked away by Felbel. Randall out there. Now Jacob Weissman able to clear that out. Icing will be signaled, and that'll be the call.
A slow change there for Boston College. I believe it was Halley, number 11. Got kind of tangled up as he was trying to come onto the ice, and that allowed Preston Ames to get that puck, taking the odd man advantage. Unfortunately, ASU couldn't capitalize on that, but that's just the speed of ASU sort of getting to a team like Boston College. They're trying to make changes here and there, but ASU's so quick that you could go for a change. And we've seen a lot of McNeely breakaways off plays like that where they just catch him napping trying to make a change.
A bit of a toss-up there for the face-off as the puck will dangle out into the Eagles' defensive zone. Now a chip up to centering ice, but it's going to be interrupted by Blumenfeld. Takes it across the blue line. He's trying to get something developed, but he's badgered there by Eagles defenseman number 23, Kevin Flynn. Flynn able to get that puck out of there. And now a whiff of a pass from Boston College. Now a good wrist shot turnaround, but it's deflected off the stick of Housley. Or excuse me, Wiseman on the deflection. Daniel Gowans looking for his second goal of the game as he takes the centering pass, but it's going to be deflected off the leg of Gilfillan. Icing waved off here as Jace Davis chasing that puck. And he's going to shove his man into the board. Now Preston Ames trying to get something going, but he's interrupted. Blumenfeld looking for the pass, and Housley out from the bench and immediately gets the puck. Ehrlich fakes the slap shot once, goes for the wrister, but it's high of the net. Good opportunity there for Ehrlich as he gets it again for another opportunity. Deeks, but it's going to be poked away there by Melchini. Melchini dumps it into the attacking zone. Liam Hughes takes a delivering hit there by Anthony Modica. Now board tie-up involving multiple Arizona State and multiple Boston College defensemen. Big tie-up, still no puck possession here. As Liam Hughes delivering some last-minute words. Now Austin Ehrlich with an opportunity. 3-on-2 here for the Sun Devils. McNeely going for the centering pass, but he can't control the puck as it just goes to the left of the net. Now Housley trying to get something going. Goes for the centering pass to McNeely. Passes it up to the line for Liam Hughes. Jace Davis takes a slap shot, but it's going to be covered up by Pigula. Stoppage of play here with 2 minutes to go in the second period.
What a pretty little play that would have been if McNeely could have just held on for a half second longer, dangled the goalie, had the open net, and those are just the worst as a fan you're watching. You see the net, and you're right there, and they just miss it. That's the kind of skills that Ryan McNeely brings to the ice when he's out there, because he's so fast and he controls his stick so well that most teams just can't hang with him. But you mentioned over in the corner, Hughes getting knocked down, and if I'm knocking Liam Hughes down, I might try and go for a line change immediately after, because he's the kind of guy I wouldn't want to scrap with.
Boston College on that face-off as the tie-up there successful for the Eagles. 2-on-2 opportunity here. There's a wrist shot going postal as it's off the post. Now Dan Kenzie stretches the pass up to fellow captain Ryan Francis. Delivers it up to alternate West Star. Now Dakota Engbar trying to get some defense work for the Sun Devils as it's off the skate. Open opportunity for the Eagles, but they can't come up with it. As Boston College number 23, Kevin Flynn, couldn't get to the puck fast enough. Now a wrist shot here, but it's going to be gloved by Felbel on the delivery from Peter Hamling.
I think one thing worth noting about Felbel that he's done so well is something that the D1 team in Ryland Pashevitz has some issues with. It's called rebound control. It's something that Felbel has really mastered, and you see this season, when a shot goes on Felbel, it either goes in or we're more than likely getting a stoppage of play. With a guy like Pashevitz on the D1 team, he's allowing those second and third chances, and that's resulted in a goal. We saw that on the other end with Pigula earlier with one of ASU's goals.
Now Sun Devils controlling play here as Ryan Francis is tied up on the boards, trying to get that puck away from the boards. And it's off the skate, and it'll go Boston College's way. Dumped across, trying to cycle down, finding number 10, David Monahan, the points leader for the Eagle squad. He's going to find West Star. Tries to stretch it up, and he does so past center ice. But an icing is going to be called as it goes behind the blue line. Couldn't get there fast enough. About less than a minute ago in the second period.
Ryan Francis on the stretch, or Star on the stretch pass to Francis. Francis just couldn't quite get there in time, and as a result, we get an icing a lot of times. That's unfortunate for the attacking team because now they've got to stay on the ice and take this defensive zone face-off.
Now Jacob Weissman able to win that for the Sun Devils as it's stretched across behind the blue line. No icing on the call as it's delivered to the net. And it'll be a cover up there by Pigula.
Fortuitous for the Sun Devils, no doubt, as they now have an offensive zone faceoff. They've done very well on faceoffs so far this game. Big one to win for sure. As they really haven't generated any attack this period. Very few shots as opposed to their counterparts, and they've just not been able to finish. 3-0, it's a good lead, but coming in this period's sort of concerning. So I think that if they can finish with a goal before the period's over, that would be very big in sort of setting a tone.
Monaco wins that face-off for the Eagles, but it's interrupted by Steven Casaselli. John Randall with the puck goes up to Preston Ames, who delivers the wrister in, and Jordan Leclerc trying to go for the wraparound, but it's going to be blocked away by Pigula. Now a slap shot, but it's blocked down by his own man, Jordan Leclerc. Weissman trying to find the stick of Randall, and he's going to be tripped up on the play. Randall with a good opportunity on the centering, but he's stick lifted. Now Eagles trying to get something going here. Less than 10 seconds to go in the second period. Arizona State just going to kill this off, but there's going to be a whistle as Weissman was tied up there with Bradley Bowers on the boards. A little bit of chippiness here late in the second period.
I think they might both get offsetting minors here for roughing. We might see some 4-on-4 skating, but that's just a little bit unacceptable from two guys who know better than that. But that's just, that's just hockey, and that's the nature of the game. Tempers are flaring, and now we got two guys sitting in the litter box for a pair.
And like you said, in the sin bin for the Sun Devils, Jacob Weissman, and in for the penalty, Bradley Bowers on the roughing. So 4-on-4 skating here to finish out the second period, and we'll see more of it come in the third. 5 seconds to go here in the second period. Both will be coincidental minors. So 4-on-4 skating, Sun Devils just going to kill this one off as we finish the second period with a commanding lead for the Sun Devils, 3-0. So in the second period, no goals scored for the Sun Devils, but they did have some good offensive positions. And I have to say, 26 shots on goal for the Sun Devils compared to 20 for the Eagles. Great shot takes here and good offensive sets for both teams. What are you seeing from both teams right now, Justin?
Well, I'm seeing a great goalie performance in that period. That's what I saw that period. First period, I thought we could have seen something a little better from Pigula, but I got to say Lucas Felbel has been playing his butt off tonight. And I got to say in that period, Pigula looked like a completely different goalie than he did in the first period, really laying out for saves, freezing the puck when it was convenient, and I think that that's been the difference maker for this game as far as the second period goes, is the goalie work and how fluid that was.
Well, we'll take a timeout here, but stay tuned for our intermission report featuring Jack Scroggin. And we'll be back here in a few minutes. Blaine McCormick, Justin Gaither on the call, and you're watching WCSN's presentation of D2 Elite Hockey. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Oceanside Arena. I'm Blaine McCormick, joined along by Jack Scroggin, and we've got some great hockey here as the second period finished up with a 3-0 score. So no goals scored in that second period, but Jack, what are you seeing from the Sun Devils right now?
Well, for the Sun Devils, they've come out and played very aggressive. They were kind of slow to start the second period, but really a great job done by Boston College's goalie, Matthew Lipsky. Came in here with an 85% save percentage, but with 26 shots on goal, he's only let in 3 thus far, so very good job done by him. But just a 3-0 lead for ASU. Anything could happen in the third period.
Now let's kind of expand on the goalies a little bit. You know, Lucas Felbel in net for the Sun Devils, and like you said, Pigula for the Boston College Eagles. Both goalies are having great performances right now, really seeing the puck well, able to cover it up too. What have you seen different from Felbel this game than in previous games?
Well, Felbel really has the defensive help tonight from Liam Hughes. He's done a great job defensively, and I really think that slap shot for him on the other side of the ice has really sparred things for them defensively, because he's there helping every time, and they got a strong, solid zone scheme working well for them and working well for Felbel.
Now, with puck possession for the Sun Devils, they've really controlled the tempo of this game. So in the third period, what's the mindset for the Sun Devils in order to close out this last game for the weekend?
Just continue playing strong, continue playing fast. Boston College looked a little gassed in the second period. They were giving it their all, and still weren't able to come up with a goal in the second period. But if they can continue with their fast-paced offense, Boston College won't be able to keep up, and ASU will be able to close this one out.
Well, you heard it here, folks. First from Jack Scroggin, our WCSN hockey aficionado, and we'll be back in for the third period call. Justin Gaither on the color commentary, and myself, Blaine McCormick, on play-by-play. So we'll be back in a few minutes as we're going to take a timeout here, but stay tuned for third period action here on the Walter Cronkite Sports Network. Welcome back to Oceanside Arena, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Blaine McCormick, joined along by Justin Gaither, and we're presenting to you this afternoon showdown between the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Boston College Eagles. Now, Justin, we've seen some commanding play from the Sun Devils, and they're going to start out on a 4-on-4 play here. What do they need to do to kind of influence the game and really send them away with a win here?
Well, I think 4-on-4 is the type of play that the Sun Devils and teams like them flourish in because they have so much speed and so much one-on-one stick skill that they're able to get the leg up. On a team like Boston College, it's not quite as big and fast. So I think that this could be a good and important shift. They really only got 5 seconds of it at the end of the period, so they get basically a full 2 minutes of 4-on-4. You got guys like Housley out there right now, Ehrlich, McNeely, the speedy guys on the ice for them. And I think that this is going to be the shift for them to try and set the tone because they really couldn't do that last period. They never were successful in setting that tone.
Well, we'll get 4-on-4 skating as Austin Ehrlich's going to take the face-off for the Sun Devils. A little bit of controversy here for making the start out. Boston College just trying to establish their line-in. And David Monahan, the points leader for this Eagles squadron, and he's got 18 points on the season, 9 goals and 9 assists for him. ASU first to command here with a slap shot from Liam Hughes, but it's deflected off the stick of Pigula and into the ceiling.
Good start for the Sun Devils. All you got to do is generate attack, and that's exactly what Liam Hughes is trying to do. A good save by Pigula. A little bit lucky that the rebound didn't go anywhere playable, but Hughes just trying to send it on net, maybe leave some change for a guy like Davis, Ehrlich, or McNeely to come pick up and put in as we've seen earlier in the game.
Ehrlich versus Monahan on the faceoff, and Ehrlich able to become victorious. Ryan McNeely with the puck right now. Deekson dangles around, but it's interrupted. McNeely trying to recover from it as Liam Hughes is sent down to the ice hard, and a delayed penalty here as they're going to get a tripping call on that for the Eagles. And only a minute and a half left of 4-on-4 skating, but now we're going to get 4-on-3 skating.
What we might see is actually the Sun Devils gain a player here and keep it out of 5-on-4 with the offsetting minors going on. I think they're deciding right now if they're doing 4-on-3 or just 5-on-4 because those initial penalties were offsetting.
So the referee's talking to Coach LeClaire here for the Sun Devils, and we're going to have...
Looks like 4-on-3.
Yep, looks like 4-on-3.
Very beneficial for the Sun Devils. More space for the skaters to make moves. This is the kind of scenario where Ryan McNeely and Austin Ehrlich are guys you really got to watch out for. You turn around again, and they're gone.
So 4-on-3 skating here for a minute and a half, and then we'll go to a power play for the Sun Devils with 5-on-4. Now Liam Hughes at the point. Fakes the slap shot, but sends it over to Jace Davis. Liam Hughes with it now. Goes for the wrister, but it's covered up by Pigula as it got sent right to his chest and basket catched.
Good shift there for the Sun Devils. I think what they want to do is try and get a goal here in these next 30 seconds. Because once the two offsetting minors come out of the box, then it's 5-on-4. They've lost that open space that they currently have in a 4-on-3. So I think that there's a little bit of a sense of urgency for them.
McNeely on the faceoff, and he becomes victorious. Now Jace Davis going for an open shot, but he fakes it around. Now a huge hit there. And now Jace Davis with the puck again. Goes up to McNeely at the point. Dangerous position for him. McNeely goes for the centering pass, but it's just wide of the net by a shot by Ehrlich, and the post got rattled around, so it's going to be coming off its pegs. Delay a game here.
And on that Davis falling there, I'm not so sure he got hit as much as he might have just fallen. As you heard a nice cheer from the Sun Devil bench, and you see Davis skating off with a smile. I think that we might have a yard sale as he looked like he was doing the YMCA out there.
Now Dakota Engbar is going to jump in for the faceoff. He's going to go up against David Monahan once again. Monahan struggling with the faceoffs today as he'll get the win on that one. Boost his confidence a little bit. And it skates past the blue line, icing waved off. As Felbo comes out of his net, dangerous position here as Monahan was approaching him, trying to get the puck rattled around. 4-on-3 skating for about 30 seconds now. It's Preston Ames. Sends it up to Dakota Engbar, who skates across the blue line. Now Engbar interrupted there on the poke check. Dan Kenzie with a lot of open ice out there. Now slap shot for Preston Ames, but it's blocked down by number 20, Stephen Bales. Kenzie with the puck at the point. Goes for a centering pass, but it's going to be deflected off the stick of Bales. And now Wilson Housley going for it. Slap shot here, but it's whiffed around. And that'll kill off the 4-on-4 as the Sun Devil goal will be in. And that's going to be sent in by Dakota Engbar.
I can't tell if they're counting that.
And it didn't look like
they were. Like they might have waved that one off. For some reason, a bit of a state of confusion here.
Yeah, the Sun Devils look like they wanted the goal, and they're kind of waving their arms around, but looks as though that their lead is just going to be at 3-0. And that's why we have Justin Gaither here, the hockey master at WCSN. Jace David sends it over to Liam Hughes, goes for the wrister off the crossbar.
That's one of those where you just hear the ping, pang, boom, and if you're Liam Hughes, you can't even believe it. Puts a solid shot on, not much the goalie can do about it. Clearly got right by him, and that hit pretty much square on the crossbar with deadly precision.
An unfortunate break there from Liam Hughes as Jace Davis sends this wrister in, trying to get it off the stick of West Star, but it's going to be a cover from Pegula. And Pegula doing good right now.
Absolutely. That's a very tough shot to save. Now, I don't know if that one would have counted. I think Star might have used a high stick to deflect it down, but that's a great reaction by Pegula, no doubt.
Liam Hughes with the wrister, but it goes wide of the net. A rebound shot there from Dakota Engbar, but it's going to be stopped.
And is the net dislodged again? What's the stoppage for here? And it is. That's a bit of a perennial issue we're seeing down on the Boston College end. I think that was the reason that goal got waved off. I think the goal might have been knocked off its posts, and we see it here again causing another face-off.
11 seconds left of 5-on-4 action for a Sun Devil power play. And Boston College able to clear it out, and they're going to kill this penalty off. Great power play defense from the Eagles this game. Arizona State with possession, crosses the blue line. Going for the shuffle, but it's going to be up to the high point where Jace Davis is going to take a slap shot in, but it's wide of the net. Looking for a deflection off of Dakota Engbar, but not going to get it off. Now behind the net, West Star looking to Engbar. Goes for a centering pass over to Jace Davis, but it's going to get wide of him. Ryan Francis getting jostled there on the boards. And still the puck comes loose. Goes for a centering pass there, but it's deflected off the stick of Pegula, and he's able to cover it up.
You said it earlier, Pegula playing very well. Ever since that first period when he sort of got beat up a little bit, he's playing very well right now at this point in the game. ASU's throwing just about everything they have got at him. A couple deflected shots, just slap shots from the point, and he's been able to handle every test ever since, as I mentioned, that first period. So keep your eye out, see if you can keep that up.
And Boston College going to take away that face-off on the tie-up. Now Monahan shuffles across and dumps it into the attacking zone. Felbel able to come out of net and disrupt play. But Monahan is going to tie up Noonan on the boards, and he's going to take him down to the ice. No penalty on the play, though. John Randall able to send it up to Casaselli, looking for Leclerc, but it scoots between his skates. Randall goes for the stretch pass up to the center, but it's going to be recovered by Boston College. Now Boston College trying to look for a dump off, but it's going to hit the ceiling here at Oceanside, and another stoppage of play.
A lot of loose pucks, a lot of short bursts. We've been at it for a while here, but a lot of stoppages as it's not even 4 minutes into this period. We're having a lot of stoppages in play, allowing fresh skates hopping on the ice. It'll be interesting to see if either team can get an edge with so much starting and stopping going on.
Face off at the center circle, and Boston College is going to win this one. But it's going to be picked right up by Preston Ames for the Sun Devils, who stretches it up to Aaron Burden. Boston College able to recover in their defensive zone. And they're going to try and get some offense going here. Tossed around past the blue line, but it's poked away there by Weissman. Good play by the defenseman. Weissman able to shuffle it out there. Now a board tie-up. And cycle to behind the net. The Eagles still with it. As we see some boarding shoves here from Preston Ames and also from Aaron Burden. Now Boston College with the puck. Trying to get it out to the point, and they do so. But a bad whiff on that one from the Eagles. Tipped away by Daniel Gowans off his stick, up in the air, but it's caught like a jump basketball by Robert Malinci. Now Sun Devils in control. Ryan McNeely goes past the red line. 3-on-2 opportunity for the Sun Devils. He's going to chip it behind the net looking for Wilson Housley, but nothing developed here for the Sun Devils. Now Housley with it. Goes behind his net. Tripped up there by fellow number 7 wearer, Syrian Cleary. And now Boston College with it. Looking for the stretch pass, able to connect with number 21, Ian Adler. Adler goes for the centering pass, shot on goal, but it's deflected off the pads of Felbel. Now Boston College looking for the shot, but it's gloved by Felbel, caught like a catcher in baseball.
That was a great save right there. You see he's looking around, trying to find the puck. There's a lot of action going on in his peripheral vision. Can sometimes throw off a goalie. And then you just see it coming out of nowhere from Boston College. You see Alan Taylor skate in and take a shot on net, and that's a great save, good reaction. It actually looks like we've got a penalty here on Jacob Weissman.
Yeah, Weissman going to the sin bin for the Sun Devils, and the first penalty for Arizona State here. Kind of a different call right there as they got it into their defensive zone. But nonetheless, a power play opportunity for the Eagles to try and get their first goal of the game. 5-on-4 skating for the minor penalty. Now the Eagles on the power play, connecting well with their passing. Slap shot sent in, but it's off the pads of Felbel and gloved in. Now Daniel Gowans pokes it away past the blue line as he takes a diving effort there. But an injured Eagle on the ice right now as elbowing is going to be called on the play.
That's one I don't necessarily agree with. I think that might be a little bit of a sell job. You hope number 5 for Boston College is okay as he is down on the ice, not showing much movement, but I have to say that looked like a pretty clean play to me and just an incidental contact like we saw with Jace Davis earlier in a no call. But as we see here, we do have a Boston College player down. Coach LeClaire not happy.
As he gets told by the referee there that that's enough. Silence there by the line judge. And
it's a little uncomfortable here at Oceanside Arena, sort of like when your dad yells at you for not cleaning your room up on time.
And your dad, Mr. Gaither, probably listening in on that. Remembrances of your childhood days?
Well, you know, I think that he may be thinking back. You know, my room was pretty clean, I have to say, but it's much cleaner nowadays than it was maybe when I was a kid. But more importantly, we do see, I believe that is number 25 for Boston College, and we mentioned him earlier. He did have one of the bigger hits of the game. That's Anthony Mata.